Hello, my name is Angie Carroll. I'm the Marketing Director here at My Contractor Match, and I oversee our contracting concierge service. Today, I'd like to introduce you to a property manager, George Holstein, with Zenith Properties, who's been participating in the service for quite some time. He's graciously allowed us to come into his office and talk to him about his experiences with My Contractor Match's Contractor Concierge Service.
The biggest key about mycontractormatch.com and the concierge service is that it's really helped a small company like ours be the most effective it can be. The key for us is effectiveness. The way what we are committed to is delivering a premium product to our customers. So for us to be able to deliver that, we've got to have all of our paperwork flowing. We've got to have everybody being answered as quickly as things come in. So now, whereas before it was working with people, finding those best vendors we could, albeit very random, everything we're doing now is picking up the phone, one phone call, and we're receiving multiple vendors, and they've already been screened. So not only are we taking time away from, or not taking the time to research people and find out if they're legitimate from what may or may not be a good source, but the references are already there. The people are already in place, and they've already made their commitment by joining the concierge service, so we know they're very interested. So when you step in and say, okay, the first thing I need to do is find someone, the second thing I need to do is find someone who's really interested and is committed to delivering a result, it's very simple, because we go from 1 to 2 to 3, which is they're on site, we're meeting them, we're showing them exactly what they want, and even the response time after that is much, much smaller than what we tend to see with vendors. I have vendors who have gone to the same spot, the same sites, quoted against the same My Contractor Match concierge service people, and every time the concierge service vendors are there easily 1 to 2 weeks quicker. They're the first ones to call me with questions. They're the first ones to get back out if they need to, and it's just so simple for me because I know I don't even have to think about these things anymore. It's not when is the person going to show up, if they're going to show up, what excuses I'm going to have. It's we're here, we're ready, let's go.
You know, you bring up an interesting point, just talking about the labor of time that goes into tracking down vendors. Before My Contractor Match introduced you to the Contractor Concierge Service, how much time do you think literally you were spending a week just, on vendor trackdowns or finding vendors or whatever the myriad of reasons?
Right, exactly. Just taking one project in particular, which was to get new roofers to give us quotes on our roof and for a repair project. Generally speaking, first off, it was a matter of weeks to actually find people that we could work with. Then find out whether or not they're actually qualified to do this kind of job, whether they have experience in it. So if you're talking about time, it could take us 1 to 2 months to find the right vendor for a project. Just screening through the people, finding the people who are interested. And in terms of man hours, you could say each project took 40 to 8 hours of just work to get those quotes in just so we could start. This is not even getting the workload going. This isn't even making sure that the work's being done right. This is just finding the people. And now it's down to, generally, not only are we down to 2 weeks, generally speaking, but the amount of time is the 10 minutes it takes to place the call, perhaps 15 minutes of follow-up during email. So all told, we've got our work back and we're speaking to the vendors within 1 to 2 hours of actual time in our office. So it's a huge difference in the amount of time we spend.
So would you say the return on investment is something that you can pass over to your home or condo homeowners associations?
Absolutely. The key is that I feel so good about what's going on with my experience. Even people who aren't related to me directly in business, when I see an association that really needs help or they need superior work done in their management, but they're just not ready to take another step, the first thing I do is pass mycontractormatch.com, tell them about the concierge service, because it's not just about it being no cost to the associations, it's about them being able to be more effective. There are so many associations who are just self-managed now, and these self-managed associations really need every kind of advantage they can get, aside from the fact of needing to know everything they need to run an association, needing to understand their financials. Now they've got to have a great slate of vendors that they can rely upon and will act for them. And this is just, it's a great thing for them. It's a no-brainer. So no question, if you're in an association, even if you're sharing your management, there's huge potential there for you, because you're going to see that your management company is going to be able to concentrate on those other things that you have them do for you, because they're not going to be spending as much time trying to find the vendors, making sure they're doing the work correctly.
Have you found that when they say contractor concierge, that MCM has been able to back it up with the personal touches of what a concierge service really is about?
True, absolutely, and I think that's an accurate name just for that reason. The bottom line is, when we call, when we email, it's an immediate response, and it's a response from a human being. It's not an auto response saying, we'll get back to you in 24 hours, thank you very much for your email. It's, I pick up the phone, there's someone there to answer, and it's very original, especially in this day and age where everyone's automated.